Hey YouTubers, this is the Fedora Overlord, and what we're going to show you today is some advanced cleaning techniques for fedoras. Now, this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm a little bit nervous about how it's going to turn out. But it's a beautiful day here at the Overlord's compound, so I figured we'd give it a shot. So you need three things to do this. This is traditionally called a naphtha bath. It's hard to get naphtha nowadays, so what we use instead is camp fuel that they use for the camping stoves. It's also called white fuel. This is different than kerosene. Please don't use kerosene, use this stuff. Then you need a fedora. This is a nice Royal Stetson I picked up. It's got a beautiful color liner. It's Royal Stetson quality, so it's one of their higher of qualities. This is from Carroll's in Chicago, which is now out of business, but was a very high-end men's store. It's a nice brown color. It's just filthy. It's beaten up. It's seen better days, so it cost me about 10 bucks at a garage sale. So if it doesn't work, I'm out 10 bucks, and I figure it's worth the experiment. But I'm pretty confident in this. I've read up on it. The third thing that you need is a 5-gallon bucket. So what we're going to do is we're going to put the camp fuel in the bucket, then put the fedora in the bucket, put the lid on the bucket, switch it around a couple times, let it sit for about an hour, switch it around a little more, take it out. The camp fuel will evaporate off the fedora, and we should have a pristine clean hat. So okay, I'm going to pause this now, and we'll be doing this in sections. Okay, YouTubers, now what we've done is we've taken our gallon of camp fuel and we've put it in the bucket. And darn if it doesn't smell like dry cleaning fluid. I wonder if it's close. So let me put this down. We'll get the hat and I'll show you dipping it in. Okay, I've taken my fedora. I've turned the hat band out. I've heard it doesn't really matter, but I figured what the hell. The hat band's in pretty good shape for it being this old. It's not that brittle. It's got some pretty good life in it. So, okay, so here we go. Here goes the fedora into the naphtha bath. Ah! Okay, it hasn't blown up yet. I think it'll be okay. You can see the felt really absorbing. I hope you can see it. See the felt really absorbing that fuel. It's because, you know, felt will absorb water or liquids. Okay, I'm going to put on the top and I'll show you the swish. Okay, we're back. So, you may ask yourself, why am I doing this? Number one, if you've ever had a fedora cleaned, it's going to cost you 50 to 80 bucks from a good haberdasher. So I happen to like vintage fedoras that I go out and collect. So if I can find a way to clean them on my own, camp fuel costs 12 bucks at Walmart. The bucket's 2 or 3 bucks. So for under 20 bucks, you got enough stuff you can do a lot of hats with. What I'm going to do afterwards is I'm going to funnel the naphtha, the camp fuel rather, back into the gallon can. So I'll be saving the gallons. I'll be saving it for another reuse. You can reuse it, I read, but only use dark with dark and light with light. So if you clean a light colored hat, or if you have a light colored hat to clean, do not put it in fluid that you've cleaned a dark hat in, okay? Because you'll probably stain it. So we've got it all settled. I'm going to swish it here, and we'll come back in about half an hour and take a look and see how it looks. One thing you didn't see that I did on camera is I went in and I pushed it down so it was all soaking wet. So that's it. Wish us luck. See you in a half an hour. Okie dokie, artichoke. It's been half an hour here, our first soak. So let's take off the top and let's see how the fedora is looking. It looks wet. Let me turn it over. Oh yeah, you can see a bunch of crap, sorry. It's not really a swear word, no matter what my kids say. You can see a bunch of stuff in the bottom and how dark this stuff is. So this is working very nicely. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to push it down some more There's a moth bite I can see now I didn't see before. So, working really well. I am gonna come back in half an hour, and then we'll take her out. Okay, see you then. Okay, we're back. So this is the unveiling after the second soak, 45 minutes. So we put it in, switched it around, let it soak for half an hour. Came out and checked it and saw there was dirt, it was getting it clean. So I let it soak for another 45 minutes. So that's what, an hour and 15 minutes. So let's take her off, see what she looks like. And there she is. So I'm going to stop this right now so I can put it on a little hat stand and I'll show you how it looks. I'll be right back. Okay, so here she is. She's looking good. She's going to need a little steam. He's going to need a little steam, but much cleaner. The inside, you can see some of the black came off of the sweatband, but you can read the Stetson, and that liner, that plastic piece, that didn't melt either. So I think this is doing really good, and we'll come back in about an hour and see if she's dry. Okay, here we are. It's an hour later. The hat's been drying, and it is completely dry now. All of it, all the cleaning fluid has evaporated, and it doesn't smell like fuel or anything. Did a pretty nice job. I see a couple spots here still of some dirt, but I'm going to try brushing it and using a sponge to get that out. I think all the heavy dirt is really gone. The inside turned out nicely. When I was cleaning it, I did notice that the label underneath the hat band does talk about the union workers that made the hat. So this hat, I'm guessing, is from the 50s or before. So what I'll do is go on some of my hat sources and I'll take a look at the label, and we will date the hat from then with the label. So really all it needs is a little steam, a little shape, and it's a nice stingy brim, really dark brown chocolate Stetson, Royal Stetson with a black hat band. So nice hat, nice experiment. It worked well. So now I got a couple other hats that if I want to clean them, I know I'm capable of doing it. So that's it. This is your Fedora Overlord. I hope you enjoyed this advanced hat cleaning method. Do take caution. Do this outside, and if you're, don't do it near flames. So if you're not comfortable with this, please don't try it. It can be dangerous because there are fumes. So that's it. And remember, folks, save a fedora. You'll be keeping it classy. Bye-bye. This has been a Fedora Overlord production. Please don't try this at home. We are professionals.